Hey there gamers, and welcome to Ultravision's 20th game review, which is Wipeout 64 for the Nintendo 64, a port of the original arcade game by Psygnosis. So, has the transition to 64-bit succeeded? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go!
Set in the year 2098, players compete in the F5000 Anti-Gravity Racing League, piloting a selection of hovercrafts and racing on a selection of tracks. Each ship has their own unique characteristics of speed, acceleration, mass, and turning radius. When piloting your craft over a power-up strip, players can gain shields, turbo, missiles, rockets, mines, shockwaves, and autopilot. Many of these weapons can be upgraded by hovering over another power-up pad of the same type. Wipeout 64's main and new feature comes from Challenge Mode, where you must complete the specified objectives to win gold status and move on to unlock more courses and crafts. These missions include finishing first, getting the fastest time, or destroying all the other opponents. A 4-player multiplayer aspect has also been added, as it has been omitted from past Wipeout games. The racing in Wipeout 64 requires many careful turns to tilt your ship to execute a proper turn. Turning correctly will maintain your speed. This makes the game stand out from other racing games because Wipeout 64 allows for true, precise movement control, thanks to the now fully realized joystick on the Nintendo 64 controller. Many of the tracks are mirrored layouts from past Wipeout games, just set in different locations, with the only original track being one you have to unlock. The only problem with Challenge Mode is that it can get rather difficult pretty quickly, and it feels like the developer is just dragging out the playtime experience. Also, this is one of the few Nintendo 64 games to actually feature load times. They last about 5 seconds, so they aren't long, and according to reports from Psygnosis, the loading time is for sound decompression before the level begins. But nonetheless, Wipeout 64 offers an excellent upgraded racing experience that is true to the name Wipeout, fast-paced, and fun.
New lap record!
The graphics on Wipeout 64 are solid. They aren't the prettiest to look at times, but they aren't bad either. Unfortunately, due to the memory of an N64 card, the tracks have a tendency to pop up in the distance, which sometimes makes it a little difficult to see what's up ahead. But this didn't ruin the experience for me at all. Everything else looks great though. The craft has smooth animation, and the tracks themselves are nicely detailed and well constructed. Controls for Wipeout 64 are great. As I said before, this is the first Wipeout game to include full analog control, but you don't just use the analog stick for steering. You have to time your slides by using the Z and R buttons respectively. The A button accelerates and the B button fires your weapon. Overall, Wipeout 64's controls are well mapped and will take no time to get used to. The music in all Wipeout games has been praised for its electric style theme, which suits its futuristic style of the game, and it couldn't be more relevant here. The soundtrack is very upbeat and well integrated into Wipeout 64. Unfortunately, only 9 music tracks are included, but all feel well composed. Not much to say sound effects wise, just your basic sound effects that play and generate at their specific time. Overall, the music in Wipeout 64 is fast-paced and suits the environment the game is based on. In conclusion, I found Wipeout 64 to be an enjoyable racing game that is worthy of your purchase if you are a fan of the series. The game is somewhat hindered due to a limited memory size of a Nintendo 64 game cartridge, but nonetheless the formula is still intact and all the trademark mechanics that was built from the Wipeout series are all relevant here.
Congratulations, first place!